Hey, Theo. My name's Aaron Hightower, and
Hey, Aaron, and thank you for calling. I like Aaron, man. It's a name, a mixed name. Could be male or female, pet, anything, bro. Mystery, ghost, even gang, brother. Praise God.
I've been a video game programmer for a couple of years, worked with a lot of folks, and I wanted to get your take on what's called the simulation hypothesis. I think there was a story that went around December 30th or so, hit Fox News, and it's been doing the circuits. I haven't seen everywhere it's been, but yeah, there's a guy, Michio Kaku, Kaku, and he's got some comments on it. But yeah, I wanted to get your take. I thought you would give us an entertaining insight from your perspective, what it might all be about. Thanks for everything you're doing, Theo. Huge fan. Take care.
Thank you very much there, Aaron. Simulation hypothesis by Kakach. All right, this says, do we live in a simulation? Gauging whether or not we dwell inside someone else's computer may come down to advanced AI research or measurements at the frontiers of cosmology. I have to pee. Okay, I'm back. Do we live in a simulation? Do we live in a computer? Man, a lot of it really starts to feel like it. And I think for me, some of it is because of how much time I spend on a computer or next to electronics. It's going to feel like it. I'm going to feel like I'm locked into a database. Of course, I'm going to feel like I'm probably being controlled by one. A computer sends me an email. It tells me that email usually a lot of times tells me what I need to do next. Where am I going? I put it into a calendar, so I go check on a calendar. And the calendar tells me, okay, this is where you have to be tomorrow, 2, 3, 7 p.m. Here's who else is coming. So it starts to be really that I'm following and storing things that are important to me in an electronic world. So much so that I could easily see why if enough people suggested that we were living in a simulation, it wouldn't be hard for me to maybe feel that way. That somebody was, Nintendo Switching me. Especially a lot of people switching sex as they get older. Like somebody just, did L2, smash the right L2 and then smash the R and then damn, Larry's got a cock now. Or Bridget wants some tits now. And that could be something that's happening. Do I feel like it? I think if I start to give into that idea, then that's not going to be good for me. I wonder how I would feel, say, if I cut off all electronics from myself for 6 months. Would I still feel like I'm in a simulation? Or would I just start to notice that a lot of people are addicted to electronics and electronica and digitalia? Because also, I don't understand sometimes if we are, say we're in a simulation. Sometimes I remember sometimes I would just leave the game on. I'd be playing PlayStation. Or something. I would just leave the game on. I would go. That's what I worry about sometimes. That somebody started a simulation and then maybe they got attacked or maybe they went outside to get something and somebody cut them. Or really disemboweled them. And they're never coming back to the machine. So it's kind of like in War of what is that thing called? Not Sims, but it's like a battle thing where you have crops and, hey, Donnie, get the wood, Hey, Cheryl, huh? Won't you farm? Farm! So, it has that whole thing going on. And I wonder if sometimes that is just on that screen where they went outside to get the mail, somebody popped them off, and now they're never coming back to the controls again. So now we're just stuck here on this one page where nothing ever kind of happens, and we're starting to lose our minds a little. But also, I think we're just one little ice age, or not even an ice age, just like a real, kind of it's going to be chilly out there today age. And away from us having to get back to ourselves and what it feels like to just be, to connect with a different source. We spend so much time connecting to this source that, of course, we start to feel like part of it. If I have 7 pickles, I'm going to feel like I'm going to feel a little green, baby. You feel me? And I'm going to start believing in green shit. So I think that's where I am with it. I never felt that the rest of my life. So it's interesting that suddenly now, within the past 5 years, when we were getting my device is always with me. It's never more than 10 minutes before I respond to a text usually, unless I don't want to. So, or unless I have to think about it. And that's scary. That's crazy. So for me, that evidence seems more realistic. And I worry about the long-term effects of us not having an imagination anymore and things like that. But I think now, do I believe that one day we won't get into AI where we just lay on a floor with our mouths open and somebody, we go clock in at work and we're just laying there all day watching our avatar work? And that becomes another world? Yeah, I could see that happening. I could see a huge transition of wealth in that way too, because then you only can earn money in the avatar world, in this brainscape. So suddenly all the money, whatever you have on the outside, doesn't matter anymore. I think it is interesting. I don't know if it always happens, but it'd be interesting if a great equalizer comes across and it sets it all at zero again. And then you find out what's in you. Oh, am I just going to cry? Am I just going to think? Am I just going to judge? Am I just going to blame? Or is some little part of me that still has a pilot light of damn manhood and bravado and womanhood going to fucking flicker and pick up a fucking hard stick and say, let's go? I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Riley Mao is here. Riley Mao, how you doing, brother?